Imagine this, a woman in a flowing white dress, standing at the altar, her heart pounding with hope, only to hear the words no bride ever expects. Her groom says, "I can't do this." The crowd gasps, her world crumbles, and in that moment, everything she dreamed of shatters like glass. But wait, before you click away, let me promise you something. This isn't just another heartbreak story. It's a roller coaster of rejection, redemption, and a twist so unexpected it'll leave you speechless. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how one stranger's bold move gave her a new beginning, and I'm betting you'll be thinking about this story for days. Stick with me, because I'm about to take you on a journey that's equal parts gut-wrenching and inspiring, and I'm talking directly to you. Yes, you, to make sure you don't miss a single second of it. You're here because you love stories that feel real, stories that make you feel something, and I'm going to deliver that and more. Let's dive into this tale of love, loss, and second chances. But first, I need you to promise me you'll watch till the end. Deal? Alright, let's get started. Picture a small-town church in the heart of America, the kind with stained glass windows and creaky wooden pews, filled with the scent of fresh flowers and anticipation. The year is 2023, and the bride, Emily, is 28 years old, with eyes that sparkle like she's holding onto a secret dream. She's not your typical rom-com heroine. She's real, flawed, and fiercely hopeful. She's the kind of person you'd meet at a coffee shop, swapping stories about life's ups and downs. Emily spent years planning this day, pinning every hope on a future with her fiancé, Mark. Mark's the guy everyone loves. Charming, confident, the kind of man who lights up a room. But there's something about him, something you can't quite put your finger on, and as you're watching this, I want you to think. Have you ever trusted someone with your whole heart, only to realize they might not be who you thought? That's where Emily's at, standing at the altar, unaware that her world's about to flip upside down. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why should I care about Emily's story? Because, my friend, this isn't just about her. It's about every time you've faced rejection, every time you've had to pick up the pieces and start over. It's about the courage it takes to believe in love again, and I'm here to guide you through every twist and turn. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's unpack this drama together. Because I'm not just telling you a story, I'm inviting you into it. Now, let's talk about why this moment at the altar hit so hard. Emily's not just losing a wedding. She's losing the life she imagined. You know that feeling, don't you? When everything you've built comes crashing down, and you're left wondering, what now? That's where Emily is, frozen in front of 150 guests, her cheeks burning as Mark walks away. But here's where it gets juicy. There's another player in this story, someone who's been watching from the sidelines. His name's Ethan, a quiet guy with a past he doesn't talk about much. He's not the kind of hero you'd expect. No cape, no flashy smile. Just a guy who knows what it's like to lose everything. Ethan's in the back of the church, and when he sees Emily's world collapse, something shifts inside him. You're probably wondering, who is this guy, and why does he care? I'm not going to spill all the beans yet, but let's just say Ethan's got his own scars, and they're about to pull him into Emily's story in a way neither of them saw coming. This video isn't just about a wedding gone wrong. It's about what happens when life hands you a plot twist you didn't ask for. And I know you're curious, because who wouldn't be? You're here, watching this, because you want to know how someone rebuilds after a moment like that. I'm promising you right now. Keep watching, and you'll get answers that'll make your jaw drop. Let's set the vibe here, because this story's got layers. Think of it like your favorite Netflix drama. There's heartbreak, sure, but there's also hope, mystery, and a dash of, did that really just happen? Energy. The tone is raw and real, like a late-night chat with your best friend, spilling all the tea. I want you to feel like you're right there in that church, hearing the whispers, feeling the tension. Emily's not just a character. She's you, she's me, she's anyone who's ever bet big on love and lost. And Ethan? He's the wild card, the guy who might just change everything. As we go deeper, you're going to see themes of resilience, second chances, and the kind of love that shows up when you least expect it. But I'm not here to bore you with a lecture. I'm here to keep you hooked, to make you feel like you're part of this story. So, tell me in the comments. Have you ever had a moment where life threw you a curveball, and you had to figure out what's next? Share it, because I'm reading every single one, and I want to know you're in this with me. This video's for you, and I'm not letting you go until we get to the good stuff. Here's the master move to keep you locked in. I'm not going to tell you what Ethan does just yet, but I will tell you it's bold, it's unexpected, and it's going to make you rethink everything you thought you knew about love. You're probably thinking, come on, just tell me. But trust me, the payoff is worth it. I've crafted this story to keep you on the edge of your seat, and I'm talking to you like we're old friends because I want you to feel invested. You're not just watching a video, you're living this moment with Emily, with Ethan, with every heartbeat of this drama. The conflict is clear. Emily's been rejected in the most public way possible, and she's got to decide whether to crawl away in shame or rise up stronger. Ethan's got his own choice to make, and it's going to shake things up in ways you won't see coming. I'm not here to waste your time with fluff. This is a story packed with emotion, trending keywords like heartbreak, second chances, and wedding drama that you're searching for on YouTube right now. You clicked on this video for a reason, and I'm delivering exactly what you came for, but you've got to stick with me to the end to get the full picture. As we wrap up this introduction, let's zoom in on Emily one last time. She's standing there, her dress crumpled, her heart in pieces, and the church is dead silent. Everyone's staring, waiting for her to react. You can feel the weight of it, can't you? That moment where the world stops, and you're not sure if you're going to break or fight back. Ethan's still in the back, his eyes locked on her, and in that split second, something sparks. What does he do? What could possibly happen next to turn this disaster into a new beginning? I'm not telling you yet, because I want you to feel that itch, that need to know more. You're invested now, aren't you? I can feel it through the screen. So, here's my challenge to you. Don't click away, don't skip ahead. Stay with me, because the next part of this story is where things get wild, and I'm not letting you miss it. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and let's keep this journey going together. What happens when a stranger steps into the chaos of someone's worst day? You're about to find out, but only if you keep watching. Right there in that small-town church, with the weight of 100 stairs pressing down on her, Emily feels like she's drowning in silence. Her white dress, once a symbol of dreams, now feels like a costume for a role she can't play. The sting of Mark's rejection, those cold final words, "I can't do this," echoes in her mind, and she's not sure whether to run or scream or just collapse. But you, watching this, you know that feeling, don't you? That moment when life pulls the rug out, and you're left scrambling to find your footing. I'm keeping you right here with me, because this story's about to dive deeper, peeling back layers of heartbreak, secrets, and the kind of twists that make you lean closer to the screen. We're not resolving anything yet. Oh no, we're building the tension, introducing new players, and stirring up mysteries that'll keep you hooked. Emily's not alone in this mess. And neither are you. Let's step back and unpack who these people are, what brought them to this moment, and why Ethan, that quiet guy in the back, is about to become the key to everything. Stick with me, because this tale of betrayal, second chances, and hidden truths is just getting started, and I'm talking straight to you to make sure you don't miss a beat. Let's rewind a bit to understand Emily's world before it fell apart. Growing up in this sleepy Midwest town, she was the girl with big dreams and a heart too trusting for her own good. Her mom used to say she loved like it was her job. Full throttle, no breaks. Emily met Mark 3 years ago at a local music festival, where he was all charm and easy smiles, the kind of guy who could talk his way into anyone's heart. He was her escape from a life that felt too small, promising her adventure, love, and a future that looked like a Pinterest board come to life. But there were cracks, little things she brushed off, like how Mark would dodge questions about his past or get cagey when she brought up their future beyond the wedding. You've been there, haven't you? Ignoring red flags because you want so badly to believe in someone. As we're diving into this, I want you to think about Emily's blind spots, because they're about to matter. There's a subplot brewing here, one that involves Mark's best friend, Sarah, who's sitting in the third pew, her face unreadable. Sarah's known Mark since high school, and she's got secrets about him that could flip this story upside down. What does she know, and why hasn't she said anything? I'm not spilling that yet, but keep her in the back of your mind. She's a puzzle piece you'll want to watch. Now, let's talk about Ethan, because he's not just some random guy at the wedding. Ethan's 32, with a quiet intensity that makes you wonder what he's hiding. He moved to this town a year ago, keeping to himself, working as a carpenter and volunteering at the local youth center. People like him, he's got that steady, dependable vibe, but nobody really knows him. What you need to know is that Ethan wasn't even supposed to be at this wedding. He's here because of a last-minute favor for the church's pastor, helping set up chairs. But when he sees Emily's world implode, something stirs in him, like he's been waiting for a moment like this. Here's where it gets intriguing. Ethan's got a past tied to loss, something that makes him understand Emily's pain in a way nobody else in that church can. I'm not going to tell you what happened to him yet, but let's just say it's a story of guilt and redemption that's going to make your heart ache. As you're watching, I want you to ask yourself, what would make a guy like Ethan, who avoids the spotlight, step into the chaos of someone else's life? That's the mystery we're unraveling, and I'm betting you're as curious as I am. Meanwhile, there's another layer to this drama, and it's happening in the crowd. The guests aren't just background noise, they're a mix of small-town gossips, loyal friends, and family with their own agendas. Take Emily's older sister, Claire, who's sitting near the front, her jaw tight. Claire never liked Mark, always saying he was too smooth, like a used car salesman. She's been Emily's rock, but there's tension between them, a sibling rivalry that's been simmering for years. Claire's got her own story, recently divorced, struggling to rebuild her life, and secretly jealous of Emily's seemingly perfect romance. Now that it's crashed and burned, Claire's torn between relief and guilt. You feel that, don't you? The messy mix of loving someone but resenting them too. This subplot adds fuel to the fire, because Claire's perspective on what happens next might not align with Emily's. And then there's Mark's mom, Linda, who's dabbing her eyes in the front row, but not for the reason you'd think. She's hiding something about why Mark walked away, and it's a bombshell that could change how you see him. These perspectives are like threads in a tapestry, weaving a story that's bigger than just Emily's heartbreak, and I'm here to guide you through every twist. Let's zoom out for a second and talk about the town itself, because it's practically a character in this story. This place is the kind of tight-knit community where everyone knows your business, and secrets don't stay buried long. The church, with its old oak doors and faded hymnals, has seen generations of weddings, funerals, and scandals. It's 2023, but the town's stuck in a time warp, with diner gossip and Friday night football games still ruling the social scene. This backdrop amps up the stakes. Emily's rejection isn't just personal. It's public, trending on the town's rumor mill faster than a YouTube video about wedding fails. Speaking of trending, you're here because you love stories about heartbreak, betrayal, and second chances, right? That's what's keeping you glued to this video, and I'm delivering it with all the drama and suspense you crave. But here's the thing. The town's got its own secrets, like whispers about a scandal involving Mark's family that nobody talks about openly. These hints are like breadcrumbs, leading you deeper into the mystery, and I want you to keep following them with me. As we build this story, the tension's climbing, and I'm not letting you off the hook yet. Back in the church, Emily's still standing there, her hands trembling, and Ethan's still watching, his mind racing. The crowd's buzzing now, whispers turning into murmurs, and Sarah, Mark's best friend, slips out the side door, her phone in hand. Where's she going? Who's she texting? You're dying to know, aren't you? I'm not going to tie up these loose ends yet, because this story's about the slow burn, the kind of suspense that makes you hit that subscribe button and beg for the next part. Emily's got a choice to make. Fall apart or fight back, and Ethan's about to do something that'll shake up everything. But what? And why does Sarah look like she's carrying the weight of the world? I'm talking to you, my friend, because I know you're invested. You're not just watching. You're in this with Emily, with Ethan, with every heartbeat of this drama. So, tell me in the comments, what do you think Ethan's going to do? Drop your guesses, because I'm reading them all, and let's keep this story rolling. The next moment's going to change everything, but you'll only find out if you stay tuned. The air in that small-town church is thick with tension, like the moment before a storm breaks. Emily's still at the altar, her white dress now a stark reminder of a dream turned nightmare, her hand shaking as she fights to hold herself together under the weight of Mark's rejection. The murmurs from the crowd are growing louder, a mix of pity and gossip swirling around her, and you can feel her heart pounding, can't you? You're right there with her, wondering how anyone could stand tall after a moment like this. But hold on, because I'm about to throw you a curveball that'll make your jaw drop, escalating this drama to a whole new level. I'm talking to you, my friend, because you're deep in this story now, and I know you're craving that next twist. We're not wrapping things up yet. Oh no, we're cranking up the stakes, diving deeper into the subplots, and tossing in a surprise that'll keep you glued to this video. Ethan's still in the back, his eyes locked on Emily, and Sarah's just slipped out the side door, her phone clutched like a lifeline. But something's about to happen that nobody in this church, not even you, saw coming. Let's dive into this chaos of heartbreak, betrayal, and second chances, because this tale's taking a wild turn, and I need you with me till the end. As Emily stands there, the crowd's whispers feel like 1,000 tiny needles, and she's on the verge of bolting. But before she can move, the church doors swing open with a creak that silences everyone. In walks a woman nobody recognizes, tall, poised, with a sharp gaze that cuts through the room. She's dressed in a tailored black coat, out of place among the pastel dresses and suits, and she's holding an envelope that looks like it's been crumpled and smoothed out 100 times. The guests freeze, and even Emily snaps out of her daze, her eyes narrowing. Who is this woman, and why is she here? You're wondering the same thing, aren't you? I'm not going to lie. This is the twist that changes everything. The woman strides down the aisle, her heels clicking on the wooden floor, and stops just short of the altar. She looks at Emily, then at the empty spot where Mark should be, and says, "I'm sorry, but this wedding was never going to happen." The crowd gasps, and you can feel the electricity in the air. This isn't just some random gatecrasher. She knows something big, and it's tied to Mark's disappearance. I want you to lean in, because this mystery's about to deepen, and it's packed with the kind of wedding drama and shocking twists you're searching for on YouTube right now. Let's pull back for a second to weave in the subplots, because they're heating up too. Outside, Sarah's in the church parking lot, pacing as she types furiously on her phone. She's not just texting a friend, she's reaching out to Mark, and her messages are cryptic, like she's trying to cover something up. Sarah's always been the loyal sidekick, the one who smoothed over Mark's rough edges, but now you're starting to see cracks in her story. What does she know about why Mark walked away? And why does she look so guilty? You've got that gut feeling, don't you? That she's hiding a secret that could blow this whole thing wide open. Meanwhile, Claire, Emily's sister, is watching the mystery woman from her pew, her mind racing. Claire's divorce left her cynical, and she's been skeptical of Mark from day one, but this new player in the drama has her rethinking everything. She's itching to confront Emily to say, "I told you so," but there's a flicker of protectiveness too. Claire's subplot is a tangle of jealousy and love, and it's adding fuel to the fire. You're invested in these layers, I can tell, because who doesn't love a story with family drama and hidden secrets trending all over YouTube? Back to Ethan, because he's not just a bystander anymore. When that woman walks in, his whole body tenses, like he recognizes her. But how could he? He's the quiet carpenter, the guy who keeps his head down, right? Wrong. Ethan's past is a shadow that follows him, and this woman's arrival is like a match to dry grass. I'm not going to spill his whole story yet, but let's just say he's got a connection to someone in Mark's circle, and it's not a happy one. His eyes flick to Emily, then to the woman, and you can see the gears turning. He's about to make a move. But what? You're dying to know, and I'm keeping you on that hook because this is where the stakes skyrocket. The woman raises the envelope, her voice steady but laced with regret. "Emily," she says, "Mark's been lying to you for years." The crowd erupts in whispers, and Emily's face goes pale. Lying about what? An affair? A double life? Something worse? You're right there with her, your heart racing, because this is the kind of betrayal and love gone wrong drama that keeps you clicking on videos like this. But I'm not giving you the full picture yet. Oh no, we're building to a climax that'll hit like a freight train. Let's talk about the town again, because it's buzzing like a beehive kicked over. Word of the wedding crash is already spreading, and by now, it's probably trending on the local rumor mill faster than a shocking wedding fail video on YouTube. The church isn't just a backdrop, it's a pressure cooker, amplifying every glance, every whisper. Mark's mom, Linda, is gripping her purse so tightly her knuckles are white, and you can't help but wonder what she knows. That bombshell she's hiding about Mark's decision to leave? It's tied to this mystery woman, and it's bigger than anyone expected. The town's history of scandals, whispers of old betrayals and cover-ups, feels like it's bubbling up, ready to spill over. You know that feeling when you're watching a drama and you sense the whole story's about to flip? That's where we are, and I'm talking straight to you to keep you locked in. This isn't just Emily's story, it's about every time you've been blindsided, every time you've had to face a truth you weren't ready for. I want you to feel it, to live it with her. As we push toward the climax, the tension's unbearable, and I'm not letting you go yet. Emily steps forward, her voice trembling but fierce. "Who are you?" she demands, staring at the woman. The envelope's still unopened, a ticking time bomb in the woman's hand. Ethan's inching closer, his face a mix of dread and determination. Sarah's still outside, oblivious to the chaos unfolding, but her phone's about to light up with a message that'll pull her back in. And Claire? She's standing now, ready to jump into the fray, her protective instincts battling her resentment. You're on the edge of your seat, aren't you? I can feel it through the screen. This twist, the woman, the envelope, Ethan's reaction. It's raised the stakes so high you can't look away. What's in that envelope, and how does it connect Mark, Emily, and Ethan? Why did this woman choose this moment to drop her bombshell? I'm not answering those questions yet, because I want you itching for the next part. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think's in that envelope, or what Ethan's about to do. I'm reading every one, because you're in this with me. Hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the next move's going to shake this story to its core, and you won't believe what happens next. The church is a powder keg, every breath held as the mysterious woman in the black coat stands at the altar, her envelope raised like a guillotine blade over Emily's shattered dreams. Emily's voice, raw and defiant, echoes through the stunned silence, demanding answers, while Ethan edges closer, his face a storm of conflict. Outside, Sarah's phone buzzes with a message that stops her cold, and Claire, Emily's sister, is on her feet, ready to shield or scold, nobody's sure which. You're right there, aren't you, feeling the weight of this moment, your heart racing as we barrel toward the climax of this tale of heartbreak, betrayal, and second chances? I'm talking straight to you, my friend, because you've stuck with me through every twist, and I'm about to deliver the payoff you've been waiting for. A resolution that ties up the loose ends, answers the burning questions, and hits you with one final, jaw-dropping twist that'll leave you talking about this video for days. We're diving into the heart of this wedding drama and shocking reveal story, wrapping up subplots and leaving you with a message that'll stick. So, grab your popcorn, because this is the moment where everything comes together, and I need you with me till the very last second. The woman's eyes soften as she looks at Emily, but her voice is steady, cutting through the chaos. My name's Rachel, she says, and I was engaged to Mark 2 years ago. The crowd gasps, a collective jolt of shock rippling through the church, and Emily stumbles back, her hand clutching the altar for support. You feel that, don't you? The gut punch of realizing the person you trusted was living a double life. Rachel opens the envelope, pulling out a stack of letters. Love notes, promises, plans for a future that mirror the ones Mark made with Emily. He left me at the altar too, Rachel says, her voice breaking. I found out he's been doing this for years. Charming women, building dreams, then vanishing when it gets real. The truth lands like a thunderclap. Mark's a serial heartbreaker, a conman of love, and Emily's just his latest victim. Linda, Mark's mom, buries her face in her hands, her guilt spilling over. She knew about his past but hoped he'd changed. You're reeling, I know, because this betrayal and hidden secrets reveal is the kind of drama you clicked for, and it's hitting harder than any YouTube trending video. But hold on, because the climax is just beginning, and Ethan's about to step into the spotlight. Ethan pushes through the crowd, his voice low but firm, cutting through the murmurs. Enough, he says, his eyes locked on Rachel, then Emily. I knew Mark too. The church falls silent again, and you can feel the air shift, like the story's tilting on its axis. Ethan's not just the quiet carpenter, he's Mark's older brother, estranged for years after Mark ruined his life. You're probably gasping right now, and I don't blame you. Ethan explains, his words heavy with pain. Mark sabotaged his engagement a decade ago, spreading lies that drove Ethan's fiancée away, leaving him broken and distrustful. That's why Ethan's been watching from the sidelines, haunted by his brother's patterns but unsure if he should interfere. When he saw Emily's world collapse, it was like reliving his own nightmare, and he couldn't stay silent anymore. You're feeling the weight of this family drama, aren't you? It's the kind of twist that makes you lean closer, because Ethan's not just a hero. He's a man wrestling with his own scars, and his decision to speak up is the spark that sets the climax ablaze. Emily's eyes meet his, a flicker of understanding passing between them, and you know something's about to change forever. Here's where the resolution starts to take shape, but I'm keeping the suspense alive. Emily, her voice trembling but growing stronger, turns to Rachel. Why tell me now, she asks. Rachel's answer is simple but devastating. Because I saw your wedding announcement online, and I couldn't let him hurt you like he hurt me. The letters in Rachel's hand are proof, but they're also a lifeline, showing Emily she's not alone. This moment, this raw human connection, is what pulls Emily back from the edge. She's not just a victim, she's a survivor, and you're rooting for her, I can feel it. Claire steps forward, her resentment melting into fierce protectiveness, wrapping an arm around Emily. The sister subplot resolves in this quiet, powerful moment, as Claire whispers, I'm here, no matter what. Sarah, who's slipped back into the church, overhears everything and breaks down, admitting she suspected Mark's lies but was too loyal to speak up. Her guilt is her resolution, a promise to make amends by supporting Emily now. You're seeing these threads come together, right? The second chances and redemption themes are weaving a tapestry that's as satisfying as it is emotional. But we're not done yet, because I promised you a final twist, and it's a doozy. As the crowd processes the revelations, Ethan pulls Emily aside, his voice barely above a whisper. There's something else, he says, handing her a small worn photo from his wallet. It's a picture of him and Mark as kids, laughing together, but there's a third person. A young girl who looks eerily like Emily. She was our cousin, Ethan says. Mark was obsessed with her, and after she died, he started chasing women who reminded him of her. You were one of them. Your jaw's on the floor, isn't it? This twist isn't just shocking, it's a gut-wrenching peek into Mark's psyche, explaining his compulsive betrayals. Emily's not just a random target, she's a stand-in for a ghost, and that realization hits her like a tidal wave. You're watching this unfold, feeling the weight of love gone wrong and shocking twists that make this story trendworthy, and I'm right here with you, guiding you through the emotional wreckage. As the dust settles, Emily takes a deep breath, looking out at the crowd, at Rachel, at Ethan, at Claire. The church, once a place of heartbreak, now feels like a crucible where she's been forged anew. She speaks, her voice clear. I'm done letting someone else define my story. It's her resolution, her reclaiming of power, and you're cheering for her, I know it. Ethan offers her a small, genuine smile, and there's a hint, not a promise, but a possibility, of a new beginning between them, built on shared pain and honesty. The town will talk about this day for years, but Emily's not staying to hear it. She's leaving, not running away, but moving towards something better. The subplots tie up with Sarah volunteering to help Rachel share her story, warning others about men like Mark, and Linda vowing to confront her son's demons. You're feeling the closure, but also the awe of that final twist, right? This story's not just about a wedding fail, it's about resilience, about finding strength in the ashes of betrayal. Let's wrap this up with a reflection that hits home. You've been with me through every heartbeat of this drama, and I want you to take something away. Life's going to throw curveballs, maybe even break your heart, but you're stronger than you know. Emily's story, Rachel's courage, Ethan's redemption, they're reminders that second chances aren't just possible, they're worth fighting for. I'm talking to you, because you've felt rejection, you've faced secrets, and you've come out the other side. Drop a comment. Tell me what this story made you feel, or share your own moment of rising above. I'm reading every one, because you're why I tell these stories. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep exploring these heartbreak and inspiring comeback tales together. Emily's walking out of that church, head high, ready for whatever's next. The question is, what's next for you? Stay tuned, because I've got more stories that'll keep you hooked, and I can't wait to share them with you.